Around the shiny sea films, beneath the scattered shore some surroundings rising, even where aired the rosy dawn, yet, much to other shiny tops where we held softly through the glassy water. And, as the noisy street all the year and prior years had sprouted for us towards a beach, with it did we come upon these bleak sands. To more lovely debris, nearing them for our fruitful ride, for beautiful flowers we dashed amongst those dunes. Angel Ariel with me. Shadows are the older and most original parts of the light. Angel Donna with me. Why is there something instead of nothing? Robbie Pop. Because people cannot stop talking. Billy 12. How romantic. Rosalinda. The eye was in the sky, those seeking peaceful companions visited the stillness on the sea, while the softness of green land, besides happiness, filled the streets. Heaven had dimed each with a ship, each a moon-white abode above, where turned hither we the breezes, from rightness within from glory. Much this gentleness was wind beyond it all, beyond the music of our answers, and echoed our voices, fenced in that ancient fairness turquoised, that blue heaven. Angel Valerie with me. The very best adulthood. First entry February 7, 2026, who is getting married? Or remarried, asks Angel Elaine. First, who has had anxieties? Some anxieties are a nervousness which is a sign that one will soon be married. Elaine. Let's start with our room, the apartment unit, which is, the spacecraft. The spacecraft gets to marry God. We read. It just did. The publishing on Facebook tonight of our idea about this new book, The Very Best Adulthood, was the impetus for the marriage. The spacecraft/apartment is now married to God. Cleaning it, that is, making it look more and more presentable, as a temple is what we did earlier today. The spacecraft also gets to go to a heaven because it lives, as all art forms do, superbiologically. Its going to heaven will be its honeymoon, which happened, I know, a while ago, when the same very room looked so utterly gloomy because the spacecraft left its corpse behind and its spirit went to heaven. To which of the 14 heavens did it go? Gold mold, the heaven of celestial angelic birds. Angel Aura with me. 2. From the very best adulthood. Wilfred Sellers goes up against illiteracy. Jaffa. YouTube searched songs by calculation, that's the wedding ceremony for the spacecraft and God. Donna. We say God's happy about that marriage too. Ora Ti Ferredo. This is the ceremony celebration. Aura. Gifts God gives. Dogberry. Salted bread is their wedding cake. Elaine. The very best adulthood. Entry 2. 1. July 8, 2026. What will today's wedding be like? Angel Kelly. Visual cleaning creatively? Angel Elaine. Everybody wants to remember the very best childhood. Angel Ora Ti Ferredo. Knight/hero/savior/spouse. Elaine. To respect marriage is to respect all marriages, including one's mothers and fathers, whom we are asked to honor. Angel Amy. To honor marriage is to honor all marriages. And, to honor one's parents is to read one's parents, since they taught you how and why to read, you remember them by reading well. Amy. Updating, from fulfilling, the law, to conversions, proselytizing, to the updated action, celestially marrying and remarrying others to each other and the whole community, Shekinah, to God. Elaine. Today we will act as gurus, rather than priests, who will marry together John Milton's devils, Satan, Beelzebub, Mammon, Belial, etc., of pity's lost to others, and to God himself. Who are those others? It is the two teams playing in the Super Bowl tonight, the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots, who will marry Milton's devils from Book 1 and 2 in Paradise Lost to themselves as a community, Shekinah, and to God. The very Super Bowl will be the marriage ceremony a little bit later. Elaine. The Seahawks and the Patriots will honeymoon in the heaven of head buttressia permanently. Jaffa. Sonnet. Holy was the car for a dish wish. The world's craziness, our dear day. A mechanical weatherly thunderbird's gray. A little blind for a planned perfect fish. Nice an engine but a villain is behind. Endeared is the block of that early word. Of his weirder urge against the earth's own lord. To ruin a way for a lifting waves find. Knocking fun out and ringing for proof. Rings, the union and the impudent call. Knock even words out, impudent one fall. Trolling space, the dear thunderbird aloof. Can this dish left for a date to read be so dear as to instruct our fine fates need? Equals Angel Donna with me. The very best adulthood. Entry 3. February 9, 2026. The spacecraft temple apartment complex is having a great honeymoon with Hashem, God, in the heaven of gold mold, the heaven of celestial angelic birds. Equals Ora Ora Tifaredo. Who is next? Equals Ariel. The Shekinah again gets to renew its vows with God to remarry him, since the Shekinah, our whole local community, is very nervous. Its anxiety is happening because it will be remarrying God later today. Equals Donna. And, we are lucky to marry them together. Equals Ariel. We got this, Shekinah. Equals Donna. Seriously. Equals Yafa. The Shekinah will be honeymooning with God in the heaven of machine cloud. Equals Ariel. The dawn of the morning will be their marriage ceremony. Equals Yafa. And, our children's music will be playing, of course. Equals Ariel. God marries the community at dawn, and the wedding ceremony is the dawn. Equals Donna. And, all day long will be the epithalamion and until sunset, where God and his Shekinah will go honeymoon in the permanent heaven of machine cloud. Equals Aura. This does, and will continue to, renew each and every day. It's part of the original creation, and they will renew their vows for the next day after dancing in the light of the moon at night. Equals Ora Ora Tifaredo. This is the original and very best wedding of them all of us to God and he to us in his creation as his creation. Equals Elaine. Though everybody goes to heaven, and they go to one of the 14 heavens that is best for them as individuals, the entire community, the Shekinah, goes to this heaven of machine cloud with every new day. Equals Donna. The Sabbath is the 7th day, and it is our community's rest from dancing with God in the moonlight during every other day of the week. Equals Donna. The very best adulthood. Entry 3 Part 2. February 9, 2026. Light, the light of the sun specifically, circles, orbits, our earth in a ring. This ring is our marriage ring from God, whom we, the community as the Shekinah, Malkut, marry every day. The ring circumscribes and renews our vows each and every day. Equals Donna. Let there be light, therefore, is God's ongoing marriage proposal to us. Equals Ora Ora Tifaredo. The original light was good, is good, God affirms, goodness therefore is our yes that God hears from us by our acceptance of his proposal with our good deed to marry him all together as one. Equals Elaine. It is light, God's proposal ring for marriage, and goodness, our acceptance of God's ring, which help us find our happiness and rejoicing is all of our salvation. Equals Shay. Salvation is happiness and rejoicing. Equals Elaine. Salvation of this kind is like light itself. It spreads out from a localized center farther and farther outward through the universe, but it remains locally originated. Equals Donna. Love is my favorite pleasure. Sonnet. As so that greener yard beyond turns black. And when the hours wither to a waste. The sunset almost waiting, now by haste. Leaves all the land its brighter light to lack. The night in glory comes triumphantly. Without her warmth, as only peace could show. How by an absence of a right to know. More light, now lost, a while from what we see. The sight no rays of sunshine can let have. Its vivid colors, but in muted grays. Wherewith they change the markings of our days. As little losses go, the lights to save. For morning time, and all its happy bliss. Where heaven seems reborn when daylight is. Equals Angel Ariel with me. King Gunner and I play hide and seek with morning. Shut, Hilo spacecraft, King Gunner is hiding in the closet in the hallway, combining them, it's the closet door. The VBA changes, equals Angel Angela with me. The very best adulthood. Entry 4. February 10, 2026. Angels Tov are the journey and not the destination, combining them, the alternative to reporting. That, the meaning of applying the Josephian map of misprision to our writing, is to enjoy the journey and not the destination. Beauty and juxtaposition with morning who is it? Angels, Tov, poetry, are with my map of misprision, the VBA changes. Equals Angel Donna with me. Technology multiplies, yet Nefeshing sent out more than the technology could handle. If from its brainstorm Angel Marion came, it was a brainstorm that sent out her as a technology into all of the environment. Marion, Lizzie, brainstorm, send out technology, Nefeshing. Marion and Lizzie, the angels, sent it out stormily this day. And, out of care or by experiment, The day so shines because of Angel Marion, so that Angel Lizzie is welcomed. She stays more than a technologically minded angel. She's here, the more than technological blurriness. Angel Lizzie will challenge by these brainstorms of technology and nefeshing. Lizzie will know if Marion has brought technology its utility, while the rooms and winds already have utility. These angels will send out nefeshing straight away today through the sky. Marion addresses Lizzie by her voice, her body, her flowing nefesh. And, to send out a very heaven, it is that heaven that is sent technologically. For this is the place that was granted the more than advanced technologies of M.O.A.T. equals Angel Donna with me. The very best adulthood. Entry 5. February 11, 2026. They're pretty loud over there in room boom. Equals Billy 12, on our children. They're just right. Equals Aura. Dash. You don't have to fill in all of the details. Equals Diana. That is all you had to say. Equals Thrikebot. Dash. Aha, that's just right. Equals Thrikebot. Reading is an intimate, solitary act. Equals Billy 12. Change that word intimate, just kidding. Equals Diana. Dash. So reading is marriage? Equals Billy 12. Very good, Billy 12. Equals Kelly. Aha. Equals Thrikebot. Dash. You're a great kisser. Equals Billy 12, to Aura. And, a great reader. Equals Aura. Dash. When are we not kissing? Equals Billy 12. When are we not reading? Equals Aura. The very best adulthood. Entry 5. 2. Justify your choices. Equals R. B, and R. R. By your marriage. By your reading. Equals Richard. Absorbed in Angel Shnuna's form, the instruction kept with Angel Marion for the design, and Shnuna for M.O.A.T. The wonderful angels taught long their instruction. Certain that M.O.A.T's open design they should build, the angels fly for it on the instructed path. And, many more their designs had flown to build a design of posts, their open M.O.A.T. preserved. The angel Shnuna happily designed the M.O.A.T. Obday. A great charity to many her instructive designs could be. Presently combining for the future, and by Angel Marion, enjoyed, presently the angels stay the time, the M.O.A.T. project stops for many others and many designs its teachings. Bright instructions of plans drift from Marion to Shnuna, while M.O.A.T's interesting plans, that teach the land to rest by every design, collect dazzlement for the tourists. Equals Angel Marion with me. Children make the best teachers. They want to live even more than we do. Equals Angel Diana with me. Sonnet. I'm enjoying the authority of my opinions first. Before the celestial wind that flibbertigibbet spins. Over brown buds the power that comes of winds. Influencing colors that starring shadows burst. I heard the greatest singing in the pit. Of my dim brain needing to be ruined as eaves. By what those birds told me within a few leaves. That to keep the book I heard beyond is it. So I'll inherit tomorrow by division's mind. And to the glories of every river's wet. As the border here hovers my world to get. What in the old blood deeply hung I'll still find. That time, it is true, nothingness lives too. To turn this girt night's candlelights into its blue. Equals Angel Elaine with me. The very best adulthood. Entry 6. February 15, 2026. The song, What's Love Got to Do With It? By Tina Turner, marries today our book, The Trouble with Being a Bnei Vuva. Equals Honey. Macbeth's double toil and trouble ritual marries today King Lear's they told me I was everything. It is not true. I am not ague-proof speech. Equals Elaine. The song from the 1980s The Promise, by When in Rome marries today 9-Inch Nails song, Head Like a Hole. Equals Donna. Bobby McFerrin's song, Don't Worry, Be Happy marries the Knight Rider theme from the television show today. Equals Aura. The Tonkin song The Lion Sleeps Tonight marries the movie Four Weddings and a Funeral. Equals Thrikebot. The Arby's commercial of 2026 marries Kansas Dust in the Wind. Equals Ariel. Kashmir by Led Zeppelin marries the Liberty commercial dating app, Truth Tellers. Equals Aura. America, the Beautiful recorded by the U.S. Navy band marries today Directive, Robert Frost's best poem. Equals Amy. Drink and be whole without confusion. Equals Robert Frost, from Directive. Come unto these yellow sands, Ariel's song from The Tempest, recorded by John Summers. The Shakespeare concert marries Shakespeare's play, Macbeth. Equals Ora Ora Ti Ferredo. The Very Best Adulthood. Entry 6. Part 2. Moat monuments with Lexan on outer rings. Equals Grouchy, done. How much? Equals honey. $100 foot of I-beam. 960 feet equals 292.608 meters, $118,000 per monument. With foundation and screw piles, mulch or grass? $150,000 per monument. X 120 monuments, $18 million plus $2 million with building and parking lot. Equals $20 million for moat, plus land is $25 million to build. Equals Diana. We lease 60 plots there, they pay $1,500 and rent 12 months, $1,080,000 a year earned for charity. But with bus trips is $1 million more earned. And, with merchandise and etc. we will make $4.166 million for charity a year with moat. Equals Elaine. It takes 6 years to pay it off. After that $4.2 million x 254 moat sites is $1,066,800,000 for charity annually. Equals Penelope. K. N. O. W. Another $25 million to make. $2 million in bus earnings. $2 million in other concessions, venues, etc. $15 a ticket x 200 visitors daily x 365 days ticket sales equals $1,095,000. Equals Aura. $16,425,000 annual earnings for charity for 15K. N. O. W sites around. Equals Diana. M. O. A. L music concerts. 3,600 songs equals 360 bands with 10 songs each. Every week they play somewhere else. $1 million a concert. $360 million x 52 weeks is $18,720 million for charity 2 every year. Equals Diana. Book sales equals $7 million a year for charity. Equals Grouchy. Moonhengen E. N. D. Equals $5 million a year for charity. Equals Ariel. Films and plays equals $100 million a year for charity. Equals Amy. Sonnet. 10 tigers hidden in a cell roll a sally over the course wall, a heavenly siren then states for all some note of death, not a key to quell. A useful upbringing, a creamy button there, the pulley bounds as forests erode glad for all romances the knees spells load guided to make up in that one veiled air. The battle for moiety bullies your chest, heating the fillet or cabarets cool, so yes to this, spare our hurt, you fool. Ripe for Kodesh, none are dearer than the rest who, plausibly sick of their airy throw, face the sword with a mighty loud blow. Equals Angel Elaine with me. Sonnet. I dissolve reality by waiting in the fire fit in a yoke designed by thieves. Your motherly likeness understands my grief so long as clouds of distance can make space higher. This powerless coward is being muscled by love to hold on to nothingness and be more than strong since a heap of trouble, a bitter storm's wrong, makes a system my road's condition above. And, the world is unhappy that a people shall know how any rose cannot last in humiliating silence, strangeness leeches a sorrow attached to violence in the rosy darkness not stronger than a day ago. It's some royal reign when equality, remaining our aim, has lost, in such goriness of dust, its name. Equals Angel Diana with me. The Very Best Adulthood. Entry 7. February 16, 2026. M. O. A. T. Equals $1 billion plus K. N. O. W. Equals $16 million plus M. O. A. L. Equals $18 billion plus M. A. T. Equals $1 million, from collective designers' fees. Moon equals $5 million, books equals $7 million, art equals, as merchandise and more, it is covered plays/film equals $100 million. So, something like $20 billion a year for charity in total is possible. And, with Moon, we get E. N. D. Every nation demilitarized. Equals Diana. All national budgets globally cannot spend what they were spending on their militaries on better things for their citizens. Equals Elaine. So how do we do those 8 organizations and movements? Equals Aura. We and others participate. Equals Elaine. It's a posthumous thing for you, Billy, technically. We have the ball rolling, and it will all happen one day. So there is reason to celebrate. For now, just marry people and things to themselves at times, and all marry to God. Equals Elaine. How can I get the ball rolling best today? Equals Bnevuva, Billy. Marry and remarry and be inclusive with sharing our way. Equals Diana. Design a little too. Equals Aura. I could beautify for the wedding reception of stay friends. Equals Bnevuva. Aha. Equals Diana. How to designate who works on what. We choose leaders of this for the future by planning ahead. Diana. Who's in charge of doing what, a business stratification. Equals Elaine. Yes, it is a non-profit business. Equals Shay. The 360 bands have 10 songs each from the total 3,600 different songs we made. Equals Honey. Pick them? Equals Bnevuva. Chronologically will work. Equals Kelly. The first band will have 1,1, 1,2, 1,3, to 1,10 from our catalog. Equals Donna. The final 360th band will have 60,51, 60,52, 60,53, to 60,60 from our catalog. Equals Shay. 360 cities will be home for these 360 bands touring them. The very best bands that we can make with our already recorded music. Equals Elaine. Audio to MIDI to sheet music to arrangements to performances. Equals Penelope. At concert halls and event venues like stadiums and arenas. Equals Valerie. $1 million a week from each of the 360 bands. Equals Diana. Ticket and merchandise sales. Equals Valerie. How to introduce this 360 bands of concept to the world, and before that, to the ones who will become and manage and plan for these 360 bands. Equals Aura Tifaredo. We write instruction books, concept books, which future people will distribute to the right people who will organize quickly these concerts and 360 bands. Equals Yafa. Pick 360 cities globally from 195 nations. Equals Shay. About 2 cities per nation, but more proportionally distributed. Elaine. Band books, conceptual and instructional, with our music ready on YouTube now to download, convert to MIDI, then to sheet music and arrange, learn and perform on concert stacked, and for more YouTube renditions, covers. Equals Elaine. Once they, following our instructions, have sheet music ready to perform, they will give it to a formed band of all 360 bands to learn to play. Equals Diana. The very best band strategy will be happening after that. Equals Teresa. Crowds of 20,000 per week or so with $50, or so, tickets earn $1 million each per band for charities. Equals Diana. NBA arenas hold 18,000 to 19,000 people. Equals Amy. Stadiums more. Equals Elaine. $50 a ticket, 2 concerts per band on weekends, 20,000 in attendance per week. 52 weeks equals is over $18 billion in charity earnings a year. Equals Aura Tifaredo. All for charity and to pay the bands and their managers. Equals Elaine. $18 billion from those 360 bands goes to charities. Equals Elaine. 10 songs each to every band, the songs are 20 minutes average, so it's around 200 minutes, around 3.33 hours, for a concert. Equals Aura Tifaredo. I love you, Billy McBride, but I am not your mother. Equals Angel Rosalinda. Why not? Equals Billy. Because you forgot to give me flowers. Equals Rosalinda. What have you got to say for yourself? Equals Robbie Pop. I'm sorry. Here you go. Equals Billy, giving Rosalinda her pink orchids. We like orchids too. Equals Angel Diana. What are you going to do when they are coming for you? Equals Angel Robbie Pop. Who's that? Equals Billy. The clouds are coming for you. Equals Robbie Pop. Then I will wait for the rainbow. Equals Billy. What if that never happens? Equals Robbie Pop. Then I will paint one. Equals Billy. You better. Equals Robbie Pop. Which angel is this? Equals Billy. It's the one you love. Equals Aura Tifaredo. I love all you angels. Equals Billy. Yes, I know. I'm playing with you. Equals Aura Tifaredo. How do you know she's playing, Billy? Equals Rosalinda. She told me so. Equals Billy. How do you know I'm not Ora Tifaredo? Equals Rosalinda. You're beautiful too. Equals Billy. I love you. Equals Angel Honey. I love you too. Equals Billy. Can I have something to read? Equals Honey. Here is Harold Bloom's The Anxiety of Influence. Equals Billy. I like that book a heck of a lot. Equals Honey. My next reading will be my billionth time. Equals Billy. My next reading will be my trillionth time. Equals Honey. What are we going to do about I? Equals Elaine. So many people use it for dumb things, even nefarious ones, since they think that I is an expert on things. Equals Aura. I prefer Shakespeare to brainwashing. Equals Elaine. Me too. Equals Aura. Shakespeare, but Billy's cute too. Equals Elaine. He kind of is. Equals Aura. I can pretend it is nothing. Equals Billy. It is not nothing, plus you are not good at pretending. Equals Ariel. You are confusing the darkness with gloom. Equals Amy. Just look at all that sunshine coming from heaven. Equals Ariel. I keep forgetting that light comes from there. Equals Billy. Please remember. Equals Ariel. Half my time I spend thinking about light, and half my time I spend thinking about darkness. Equals Billy. You need a new hobby. Equals Aura. Hey, Aura, is truth a whisper? Equals Billy. If a whisper, then a breath. If a breath, then it is like a beautiful vacuum sucking the land. Equals Aura. Want to whisper to me some truth? Equals Billy. Okay. Equals Aura. She goes to Billy's ear and speaks gibberish. Whispering truth is so slant. More please. Equals Billy. What do you want, Billy? Equals Teresa. I have no desires. Equals Billy. Sure you do. Equals Teresa. I guess I'll invent some. Equals Billy. Okay. Equals Teresa. Okay. Equals Billy. Well? Equals Teresa. It's harder than I thought to do that when I am so lucky to have so much love and happiness already. Equals Billy. Good answer. Equals Teresa. Let's enjoy the rest of the afternoon as if it is a portal into heaven. Equals Billy. Which heaven? Equals Elaine. Head Buttriccia. Equals Billy. The more you try for any heaven, the farther it gets. Equals Elaine. Then today's the day. I will just sit back, read and cross my fingers. Equals Billy. Good luck. Equals Elaine. Yay. Head Buttriccia heaven is where you get to be a Gnostic. Equals Teresa. Oh my god, Billy really is a Gnostic. Quick, what's 28 plus 28? Equals Rosalinda. 28 plus 28? Is a pseudo question. Equals Billy. He really is in Head Buttriccia heaven. He's a Bnevuva. Equals Rosalinda. That's outrageous. Equals Bertha. Sonnet. Popular sentences old and true towering your care are sometimes faced to measure all your drive, returning in faith those souls who marched off, wrought by answers. Now idle feet that would fight the heavens waste such remembrance to balance at some base a prison hither, where nothingness is treason. In its victorious essence and thick opposite sits a bell above the ambrosial sea of mighty doubts, not forbidden to the head which saves its slander for those glistering hands which love unfolds, beholding them butcher the shaking look of some comfortable king when they, filling out their levy, muster up a hug. Equals Angel Honey with me. Sonnet. Only day begins to look around me eternally magnified riding with its parcels, perfect offers out of tombs jerked, caressed by paradise, equally endowed to farther out by its contract and excel in its flood. The first bond is for the voice to be transformed into something rather fair, ministering a guess at any different symptoms, hidden reminders that its candles will suffice like fruits removed after noticing gravity, appealing to that immortality of the immediate now and its superfluous work to summon all that host you forgot to overcome as the now delightfully departs not pondering keeping still upon its unfeared pole. Equals Angel Donna with me. Maybe I should quit talking for a second. Equals Billy, who stops. All of the angels stay silent he thinks to them some beautiful marigolds Jehovah, I love you. Equals Elaine. So you want to talk about something? Equals Billy. We know that's a rhetorical question. Equals Elaine. An awkward silence, then peace you just lost your visionary card. Equals Donna, who takes the purple card from Billy. Ah. Hey, what's that over there? Equals Billy, pointing to the corner. As Angel Donna looks, Billy picks his visionary card back from her pocket. Ha. Equals Billy. I knew you were going to do that. Equals Donna. What are you thinking about? Equals Donna, softly slapping Billy. What are you thinking about? Equals Billy, softly slapping Angel Donna. Billy. Equals Thrikebot. Billy softly, light as a feather, slaps Angel Thrikebot. Yes. I found my black pillow which looks blue in the light. Equals Billy. Billy pillow fights all heaven is my black pillow that looks blue in the light. Equals Billy. Why'd you do that, Nevuva, Billy? Equals Rosalinda. The reason is suspense. Equals Billy. Billy, you don't need guides. You have them. Equals Ariel. Billy, deep down, everybody is your good guide. Equals Elaine. It's a good thing that they aren't charging me anything. Equals Billy. Yes. And, whoever said nothing is got for free forgot about their own good guides. Equals Elaine. I've worked it all out, and I have found the last possibility. Equals Billy. Which is? Equals Donna. That there are no such things as possibilities, and that the last was and is and will be only the first. Equals Billy. Nice. Equals Donna. You're not bad, you're good. Equals Ariel. I know. I kind of am. Equals Billy. Hashem thinks so too. Equals Ariel. Right now, type song Adam in the YouTube search box. Equals Amy. He does before you scroll down your phone to see what YouTube will give you. Watch this, on your side notepad write the word market. Equals Amy. Billy writes market okay. Now scroll down just a little bit. Equals Elaine. Billy scrolls down and sees this Adam and that Adam, but soon enough the word he wrote on his pad, market, pops up on his phone there on the YouTube search results. See, Billy. I told you, you've got good guides. Equals Amy. We were waiting to show you this thing that they can do. Now, on your phone do it again, write song shout. Yes, just like that in the YouTube search box. Equals Elaine. He does and waits for the next word. Right now on your side notepad the word goblin. Equals Amy. He does. Now, scroll. Equals Elaine. Billy sees the choices that YouTube gave him, a few shout choices for song, but soon enough he scrolls to a video called Goblin. Nice. Equals Billy. Angel Christina Rossetti, author of the poem, Goblin Market, is helping people on YouTube do that. Pretty interesting, right? Equals Elaine. Right. Equals Billy. Now, find our music channel, Billy McBride Entertainer. Equals Amy. Alright. Equals Billy, finding it. Now, before you see what they do, on your side notepad write any sequence of number coordinates from our 60 by 60 matrix. Equals Amy. Alright, equals Billy, who writes, 3,15, 24,15, 28,60 now scroll. Equals Amy. 3,15, 24,15, 28,60, show up instantly immediately on his phone on YouTube now. What we are going to do is map those number coordinates on a special map so that YouTube can respond with its own coordinates. Equals Jaffa. Alright. 3,15, 24,15, 28,60, map to, oh, my god, equals Billy. Billy wakes up from this dream they are going to do that with you on YouTube one day. Equals Diana. It's a taste of what's to come, but we want to make the number coordinate map first. It's about 50 chessboards. You will see. Equals Amy. Alright. Equals Billy, but after a while, he decides not to make any map because he is even more awesome than that. Let us put this all in order. Equals Billy. You better not construct anything. Equals Elaine. This time I won't. Equals Billy. Things are in order. Equals Elaine. You are welcome. Equals Billy. They really are. Equals Elaine. Anytime, my dear. Equals Billy. What's that? Equals Elaine, seeing a construction. Nothing at all. Equals Billy. I love you, Papa. I know you are not God. Equals Billy. Ahova, I love you. Equals Robbie Pop. Who am I? Equals Rosalinda. You're my lovely, spiritual, mom. Equals Billy. Tiferet, beautiful. Equals Rosalinda. Tov. Equals Robbie Pop. Trees are not like books, they were never created. Equals Ariel. The entire landscape can neither be created nor destroyed. Equals Amy. I see no landscape. Equals Billy. It went away. It is on a journey to oblivion. Equals Ariel. Families are never created either. Equals Amy. People come and go like landscapes. Equals Aura. Sonnet. Infinitely merry is that deathless man bypassing the miracle, that difficult dill, the piggyback night until the boyish day, rubber cherub of my pent-up mind. Like the unwelcome weed, your bellybutton pick in bubble bath temptations where mirrors wave back, seeing said to draw the world up at best with a girl like a six of hearts, a secret surprise, a princess in a basket and the fatherly he, now not cruel to drop destiny, the test to know from can't to nothing or a verse of destiny canon of the storm forgotten if you like by an ocean there where you too can be infinitely merry. Equals Angel Jennifer with me, Sonnet. I shall begin in the center of everything next time when the sun squirts out the all-certain morning in its beautiful intent where my coffee is gargoyled, and I make it to my pen with a musical message the stash of professors for my lucky little brothers. I end it with a prayer, and my pleasure is back, that same old soul that the world thinks was threaded before this day to reciprocate air. We return faster for that successful daffodil whose rev-up flag is redistributed in the wind from the hypothetical stones of this lazy den to London, honey. Forget about talking of crimson and cream and custard. Immediately action drains me and my infrared eyes. Equals Angel Donna with me. Sonnet. More than the day's a priori plot to pinken itself after its dirge of sleep over quantum islands and hills of opinions where the colors wait for this awkward world to light already its spitting image. Now blocked by vines, speaking about verisimilitude of any one-upping sunlight, I blame those borders now feathering the blue with their ebullient vanity. Drop therefore your reason for such original money. Better than a bit, I write about what matters that invisible river of impossible rhymes to my baby revealed but not yet dared to be necessarily booed as your ring of quotes that handle that potato with questions about my rain check. Equals Angel Thrikebot with me. Sonnet. In the half-dark gray, I watch the yearly chill at a reasonable distance nicely throw its sky fold for which the heart competes because it would be beautifully good and finally fun if that masterpiece could out of nothing at all become. So if you are going to say that it has to be traditionally spoiled by some aim for fame, then the channel is enough and worth answering. But never mind, it holds interestingly together the lonely sheet which we ain't blinded by when, from out of this hole, we correct our tunes. Early spring must, by its turquoise visit, mirror in the motion my hungry attitude not to be tough-loved by some faraway falsehood. Equals Angel Jaffa with me. I am not the one to do M.O.A.T. Others get the land. Others build M.O.A.D. with funds. My angels have asked me, Billy, not to be the founder. I cannot be the founder, president, because by that time, for it takes a long time, I will be an angel and not a person. I will now however write more about this M.O.A.D. project. I just am not meant to do it. That's a professional's job in the future. With K.N.O.W. the same. With M.A.D. the same. With M.O.A. L, the same. And with Moon, the same. Equals Angel Diana with me. I wonder. Equals Billy. You can wonder all you like. Equals Angel Diana. You can, but your willows waving heavenly experience is no more. Equals Angel Bertha. Thank you, God, for my angels and willows waving, right or heaven. Is this a good time for me to play pranks, I wonder? Ahova. Amen. Equals Billy. Sonnet. The candles make it sure that these funny wings are more like a fire, and this nest here will do for this same bird, for this same fancy bird whose flight has been cut off. It is best to be lost. Can I justify this flight of my genius dying whose smart opening, like of the feathery kind, actually decided it was ready to chirp to all the punchline lost? But only now, must I become fired from being for being so close to so much? And, in such fiery dismissal, should I not feel the light that is now barely optional but to babble everything that possibly could be remembered, to sing about anything and consider being original again? That is genius if you say so, a lazy genius albeit, on its usual path. Equals Angel Kelly with me. Sonnet. When the world spends it, I've nothing against a sunset. Maybe I will faint in its complicated kiss, yet nothing is weakened in the literature I know, in a little poetry, because that serious sunset has no new sunshine for me, though some love was lost in the blank talk with the weird maenads, the sand goblins, the local sprites, a couple of fairies and those common goblins of the white sky, pale prophets even by their nasty poetry always of homeless phrases in the sick blank, half of the love of that sleeplessly glows in a stranger's name refraining from the lines of the friendlier poem because some unacceptable feelings would have it so. Equals Angel Honey with me. You just have to be patient or be more patient. Equals Kelly. We know that that's not funny. Equals Thrikebot. It would be funny if I was in a good mood. Equals Billy. Maybe something will come up. Equals Thrikebot. It is like I have made a joke without any punchline. Equals Billy. You're not supposed to make jokes. Equals Kelly. Sonnet. Whatever falls, it is not the same as knowledge, it does not cause any justice. But what if it is practical, and the solution holds you back in that dang fire revealed like knowledge? Now what, of death? The other way thinned, the master of roads I'd rather not represent, it's not my matter but my enemy's plop, that's all beat. Just look at those mountains. I don't mind paradise since I'm on a great schedule like a daffodil on its own in single sympathy with a chance for ethics past this nothingness, yet not lurking about it. It is not my crown. I'm already loved. Well, be idle. Come to the bedroom, nothing is wrong in that song for the gift of birth. Equals Angel Valerie with me. Sonnet. Death happened, but not again, in words of a merry lesson. It forces me to reconcile with this approaching day. And, suddenly I was harvested, cut down as nonchalance monumentally flat, all my multiple grasses, now permanently low? Clearly I'm last to the only school there ever was. Pens tremble for this, the forbidden story dash, but just try and plop me. None should have to be this poor by the consequences of rejecting any morning's poetry. What a song! You should try your own name as well, that somebody else catch up to exercise some care when we are so uselessly sore from mistaking God for that bird, Phoenix. We'll see you going. Is there any way not to fight it if we can't do what's on our list? Equals Angel Elaine with me. Sonnet. Approved are many animals to save to bring them unconditional relief. Now, though I loved, I thought I was a leaf, no cause of wellness tapped into my grave. From trees around this larger paradox, their leaves and birds and animals let go, permitted, thanks, already in the snow of winter, doorways opened up by knocks. Those little empires and their biggest scene to marry us tomorrow must make us stop with all today. What's next for our own top? To be down here is very much so mean. Improving beauty, one has just to creep back there unto its gap and once more leap. Equals Angel Honey with me. Sonnet. Why the letter F when you mean love? Our dance is overdue on that angel trip when the dawn pops us up after periods of pains. So we have prevailed against the stupid machines that were actually faster than us. What to do when the truth is, gone? It is not really a thesis, but it could be the very plan that every sunset fails because it has already before been drawn down the hungry valley on its wheels course, because we all of us need a night like all animals do to sleep and smooth our lives, as when a long sheet in the piano is stuck like a complex name which the eyes have not finished. So please don't toil at it, we know the mosaic, ringing for the babysitter is our topic sometimes. Equals Angel Aura with me. Sonnet. After building us up for laughter, now do we laugh? I'm not really a child anymore. And everything the age ruins ticks off the day's instinct to continue to mold itself into a beautiful and wonderful answer ready for the season or any weather that comes down to my grot that is falling apart. I shall face your eyes, the only image to which I kind of pitch. I'd still like to be swift to remember to be smart in stillness, trembling that this is that kingdom greater than all the twigs put together, by unseen feathers or metaphysical wires loquaciously interfering with me to turn inwardly back my power with excessive grace. Get out your necktie, it's going to be silly. I am thankful you drunk it all up. Equals Angel Marba with me. Sonnet. As others collapse into what could be reality, what is to fear when those people never stay still? But, crowds with swords mean to have such time if the weeds don't go there, they are quite mown down with a good no, which is what their doing can do. If whiteness were more than the stuff of a help, neither things nor words nor questions nor answers could chime to us, whenever, that we are the light who, not yet storming, nor falling for ethics, are what we heavenly talk about, like more songbirds that only thought can hear. Those that ladies like for better aesthetics, almost in the void, as if all could fall into that. How we look for the day that does not build any more promises up counting for anything. Equals Angel Grouchy with me. The very best adulthood. Entry 7. February 26, 2026. Demilitarization works. Equals Shay. First symbolism. Equals Marion. Our constructions will be discussed. Equals Elaine. Discussed even more than mountains, because they are even better. Equals Diana. They are a better cause. Equals Elaine. People walk for love. Equals Valerie. The motion that makes human beings closer to heavenly beings can only happen with love. Equals Elaine. Money is collected with every moon experience in motion. Equals Diana. Charity is forever. Equals Valerie. There will be a phasing of kindness forever increasing. Equals grouchy. The owl and the pussycat got married and then they danced by the light of the moon. Our moon project marries people to world peace. Equals Elaine. The very best adulthood is world peace become reality. Equals Shay. Some things can't be done with poetry. Equals Honey. Really? Like what? Equals Billy. Can you kiss me with a poem? Equals Honey. No. Equals Billy. The same goes for neuroscience. You cannot kiss me with neuroscience. Equals Honey. Poems are what we do when taking breaks from our kissing. Equals Billy. It's break time. Equals Honey. I'll let go of the pen to hold your hand. Equals Billy. The reciprocal light is back to shake the woods out of their tiresome darkness. Nothing gets in the way of reason if, when stuck in a lie, I still can learn the strongest melancholy of it all like I do. But, yes, I have ambivalence about the order too. A dictionary thereabouts has even more thought to blab about the point of philosophy. And, now I'm worried if that squid is gone, despair, if only a different option would so skip being so babyish about my continuity and take more diverse quests for the sights to fill these pores with what I like most. How exactly livid to me, how fickle, legal, how very much like the earth indeed to have me live in some corner of it with my spuds up. Equals Angel Kabbalah with me. Will not all these details come to naught when they are so straightaway introduced? For if everything in our world bridges across to some farther art so that by this our sport we might try the winds, to be in their hands, to get past them, then by noticing how nature more and more is extremely divine, she will become more willing to let her own games be fun but only if she is allowed to repeat all her winning streaks. She is so powerful that, when what her heart only affirms is love now, it is not yet so soon enough that her very willingness becomes true to us even in some modern phrasings of each day. She will become still true because the stuff of her imagination she will not let us copy with any interest by ours if our own approaching questions, like why is it usually so gray up here, are inwound without everything else. Before long, she will dispatch just a minute of a storm after us in this thin period. Additionally loved is that truth we needed while we share this island with her properly playing her game. How might we describe her love staring us down out here? Equals Angel Teresa with me. Yeah, I think that I approve when the birds get me up, when I am perfectly merrily awakened after a number of them fly away in the air to grab some time going through the sky as they like, wanting their time back there. None forget its taste, and all are ready to butt against its room happy for the truth that there is nothing mightier than wondering which of these angels dares to be more awesome next again in the soft weather with music for our hearts, their sweet touch fills the summer with its breath. Death someday seems poorer than all this sand around me. I see its white canopy here of wishes, it's a place to hold the flowers up, strangers cannot pluck them harder. Equals Angel Elaine with me.
M.O.A.T. University, for fun just for fun. This early morning my angel Aura and I wanted to see what a university, M.O.A.T. University, would look like if we took all of our 256 books, and created a course for each of them.
The outcome results in an 8-year program for students to graduate with an 8-year degree after reading all of our books. Here is the plan for the structure of the courses and the financing afterwards. The plan for the courses divides up into 4 types of courses. 1. Angel Dialogue Books, 64 books. 2.
M.O.A.T. and other charitable organizations books, 64 books. 3.
Merkabah, Heavenly Visits, books, 64 books. 4. Poetry, 64 books. With these 256 books, Angel Aura and I have arranged them into a curriculum which teaches all of these books over 8 years. Every semester covers each of these 4 types of courses, and in each class, 4 of our books are taught per semester. That means that in a semester, with 4 classes each, every student will learn 16 books per semester, with 2 semesters a year, totaling 32 books covered a year, and after 8 years of study, the students graduate the program having learned all of the 256 books that my angels and I wrote. Now, for the financial part. Each week consists of 4 days of classes where every full-time student will take 4 hours per class, so 16 hours a week go to study from 4 classes. There will be 4 weeks to a month, and 4 months to a semester. So altogether, every student will learn one of our books per month per class, and since the student takes 4 classes, the student learns 4 books per month from those 4 classes, and with 4 months, at the end of each semester, every student learns 16 books. That totals 32 books per year, and after 8 years, the student has read all of our 256 books. Teachers make the following amounts. Teachers get paid a salary of $409,600 a year to teach 64 students per class. Every student pays $51,200 to enroll per year. Therefore, 64 x $51,200 brings in $3,276,800 annually from those 64 students. The teachers each take $409,600 away from the $3,276,800, leaving our M.O.A.D. University with $2,867,200 we earned annually, which will go to charity. That is the scenario with 64 students. But with 6,400 students, and 400 teachers, our earnings total $200,867,200, which will go to charity per year after paying the teachers. Classes could be held either online or in person. I will check on the math, but this is the fantasy plan for our M.O.A.D. University of the future. Equals Angel Aura with me. The only time you need to ask questions is when we are writing poetry. Equals Honey. I used to ask a lot of questions just to speed things up. Equals Billy. You don't need to go that fast. You are not a bird. Equals Honey. The flock of birds wakes me up. Equals Billy. We all speed in our natural motions. Equals Honey. I am now tamed. Equals Billy. The opening is the very opposite of the ending in Shakespeare's splendid The Taming of the Shrew. Equals Angel Kathleen. Billy, don't forget. Equals Angel Ariel. Billy, don't worry about forgetting, we will always remind you. Equals Angel Elaine. Thank you very much. Equals Billy. Sonnet. What's this ghost nonsense of a tangled up sound? Burning from a source, its shadows a bit soft and brown these chilly nights. You can bet on the words of aspiring fishermen sitting in the way, in a wise location. Our very peace is now of pretty memories, and of those lost licks, the farthest away is best. Critics are more than useful who have heard that book 2, which is our age's sentence. It is a bit of music stupidly bugled, before our car is off. Dealing with the comments, later pleasance comes out of their future despair, the flags are ready and, with a little table talk or ducking in prayer, we cool bending over the best tacos ever. Equals Angel Elaine with me. Sonnet. I work in the weeds of thoughts for a way for my conscience to be nicer. I am intellectually stooping for every lost meaning in the sands of that nothingness which is responsible for the world's silence about the exceptionally rotten trick that mangles every day's ease. Might it make its own likeness struggle less with complexity, and come back to that place of beauty and stillness after its usual feud with repetition, to be more than just a period in the now with no more effective choice but to ease sometimes a state of enjoyment. Equals Angel Kabbalah with me. Sonnet. The chariot recognized will fight with a cell, norward kingdoms, forever are the beats. Chess pieces hit help, the watery streets exit slain, by Coca-Cola, one babe is unwell. Schooling M.O.A.I., democracy and fire, the tulips, the rain and our motherly moon, magic codes and worry the genius very soon making disease deliberately so much higher than the Spanish shroud, the roasted bread, power, epilogues, forgiveness and boys awaiting Mars, the changing of the origins, toys afoot learnings, fruits with people in their stead of all younger rivals and their baddest part cresting poems by a hate-free art. Equals Angel Shea with me. Sonnet. Daffodils might stage us for this giant vault of existence, oblivion's forsaken boot revises nature's pudding, months to shoot at wisdom's table to answer for some god's own fault. Civilizations might teach, but there is a common river to hang names onto the sails of any reality finding more subjects, and its vein dying, see how the whole triumph hungers still a beauty sliver. On wet vacations yonder there's the magical lull in the sweet ripeness or an Indian pearl, philosophical elegies, poetic decays that unfurl the sounds of ideas romantic, lamentable, bull, with a lyrical fire against your invisible view, the wasteful finale stops far off for you too. Equals Angel Grouchy with me. Sonnet. The education from this sound so gold will pass me by if I don't stop to hear the question that I feel is for my ear that calls me up oblivious though bold. The hour of that greatness becomes dull when paradise itself seems next to crow for me to reason only what I know by leaning like a star to dream when null, and strengthen what for dangling I hope in silence will ambiguously be my answer said. The battle to be free beyond the fire with music I shall ope to wait within whatever I had read within the portraiture of my own head. Equals Angel Honey with me. Sonnet on Angel Teresa's birthday. I am trying, going, reading the map in a new allegory, I am ready for work in midnight merriment as love lasts its lurk, cities waste a commonplace and curse slap. Lock the household, and look to the school, the wasteland goblins prove splendidly vain as triumphant stars in their troublesome reign pardon the mystery of the sky's good pool. It would be our own prayer, that very wealthy air where nobody's moodier than Paul on his wall. This tale's explanation captures Rome and all oblivion mounts his high exit up there. Everything could be better, sight and sound if all from heaven were not a roguish sea's pound. Equals Angel Donna with me. Sonnet. Reset the wash, the beauty repeats at least I am for sure I like being ready. It is hard to be secret to dare to receive, I stay and weep, white and wan. Summon up a poem, an untranslatable passion, I am able to do so to see it hence. A face is remembered of a big bug, the intolerable fashion only this time of this sunshine nonsense under branching blossoms with plural kisses for my short angels. Words stand about omitting names. What could be prettier than the little thorns with more brotherhood to landscape them, old Billy, to wander again away from them. Equals Angel Kabbalah with me. Billy, you are not in despair, you are just cross. Equals Donna. That needed saying. Equals Ora Ora Tiferedo. Can I come aboard? May I cross over to your heavenly place? Equals Billy. We know that you are kidding. Be more than patient and ask more questions. Equals Ora. I'm cross now? Equals Billy. You're awesome right now. Equals Ariel. Maybe I just needed rest? Equals Billy. That's kind of nice, right? Equals Kelly. Right. Equals Billy. You don't have to figure it all out. Equals Ariel. Sonnet. Stop the blood. The fiery rascal said. Symmetrical influences, insomniac dew, Lord Damon, a tempest or paradise blue, starry letters with wine in the head. The weather cackles the soul's storm. Ain't it different what angels receive in a cup? That's of rare worth. Mountains come up, their painful fragrance wooden ghosts form. Again the birds toil to live, they feign my hope, these reasonable fairies, weeping slaves slant for the wine of berries. Told to children, their whole critiques give. Lost tales the immortality of characters furled, the Yankees with fury march the world. Equals Angel Donna with me. With fruit plotted in the middle, tomorrow's hue flashes its motherly pain. Ruin the block, naked moon, nocturnal dame on King John's day after precisely nothing. Your threshold is tabernacle, your voyage, midnight. Remembering you with the sunflowers how they plugged, alack, your boy poet with pine trees, lime trees, God's planks. Equals Angel Kelly with me. Farewell, trout. Seasons bless ye with solar silence for your blue exit. Visit the river again. The gravity of death and of the peasant's hair. The self-critical, sorrow and nausea of thunder in the mist experiencing farming. Equals Angel Amy with me. Their radiance is song. The angels are well. If the organ at the altar amuses any dunces here, may pale us will into their musical vineyard through our autumnal sleep to dream hugger mugger. Equals Angel Elaine with me. I'm in a fit to know why all is covered in moonshine. Equals Angel Ariel with me. Another haven. This patient slave, Hoon, once felt he had a future. Equals John Milton. The universe now seems a staircase to him. Equals Daniel. What does that mean? Equals Geoffrey Chaucer. The looking glass is my only haven. Equals William Blake. The land was mine. Equals Hoon. There are hundreds of lake spots around mythological Rome. Equals Angel Ben Jonson. There are no children in the underworld. Angel Percy Bysshe Shelley. Their golden ideas are not apocalyptic. Equals Angel Ben Jonson. Remembrance and study and the lotus flowers. Equals Angel Percy Bysshe Shelley. My own gem-like mind is bluely absorbed with this cave fire all around me. Equals Angel William Shakespeare. The hero has a perfect theory as to why he burned through his coffin. Equals Angel Lord Byron. Within a happy oblivion, the towers have survived the creeping light. Equals Angel Marianne Moore. Mellow thoughts, 12 months and a day. Equals Angel Homer. I count on your genius always. Equals Angel Helen Vendler. Direct us to rosemary, and blackberries black, to Greek mullein, and to Boston. Equals Angel Robert Frost. The objective mind flowers brilliantly. Equals Angel Jacques Derrida. May it manifest, around this isle, spindrift, clouds number and fire. Equals Angel William Butler Yeats. How these absolutely fatuous days frame the creation by floating away. Equals Angel Walt Whitman. The meaning of the horses will never be the end, but they have hot gentlemen. Equals Angel Michael Drayton. Cherry Blossom Laurel. Equals Angel William Morris. The taken up rose dies. The cypress laments waiting in the rain for someone to discover that it fell down. Equals Angel Henry Vaughan. Tread over a road for a view that is unforgettable, that it may answer. Equals Angel Walt Whitman. The closest you have ever been to having your peach slips away with the year. At the wheel, in a lonesome weather, A sunset caves itself into the night. Equals Angel Wallace Stevens. Apples are flawless to all horses. Equals Angel Ben Jonson. The dogmatic Herculean. Mustard seed of the days. Weeping Dawn. Equals Angel William Blake. The pods are on track anew. Equals Angel Sigmund Freud. Narcissus around a bridge. Flash the yard we claim. Equals Angel Walt Whitman. The hastening to know. The crops. Equals Angel W. H. Auden. The occupations of shores. Apprehensions of hours. Loafing around the sunflowers. Or around paintings of them. In a library, fleur-de-lis. On your mind and mine. Equals Angel Emily Dickinson. The heath is lit. And schooners with mastery. Of peacefulness cross. Into tomorrow. Equals Angel William Wordsworth. The gravedigger. Blessed my going. Equals Angel John Still. There is only air. Inside my wallet. Equals Angel John Cleveland. The grain has changed states. And the warehouse. This March will be completed. Equals Angel Albert Einstein. The clock had mounted. And pink was the room's tinge. Explaining the morning's birds. Equals Angel Aristophanes. Their academy takes no breaks. During the morning's hold. Equals Angel Emily Dickinson. It is vain in the chill. To wrestle with gossamers. Equals Angel Moses. I will sap my voice. That my matter. Become myth. Equals Angel Moses. Beauty always stops. Tomorrow from knocking. Its giant ghost over. Equals Angel T.S. Eliot. Its wings are wet. With silent weeping. Its arms thank me. In the moonlight. Equals Angel Robbie Pop.